All right, another successful mission.
You just look strangely uncomfortable. Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
She's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Don't he be shy. Lift you wanting over.
Now, Universal Orlando Resort, Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? But welcome back to the sign welcoming you to Universal Orlando Resort.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Hiya, Scooby! We're here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the newly opened Kona. I don't remember what it's called. Good morning, Magic Crew! Good morning, everybody. The best part of waking up is pod juice in your cup. It's before your time, Owen. Go with it. Cheers, Magic Crew. How's everybody doing this morning? And welcome to another Ear to Ear Magic live stream. Coming to you live this morning from the Walt Disney World Resort, specifically Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge and BOMA. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you could join us today. We're going to be finishing up our summer series of taking you guys to a walking tour every Tuesday over the summer. And I'm going to conclude with one of my favorite hotels, Disney's Animal Kingdom. And we decided why not start off our stream a little different. Instead of it just being just the hotel grounds, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite amenities, and if not my favorite restaurant here at Walt Disney World property, BOMA. So, welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and Jumbo. Now, I made the reservation so that we would start breakfast right about the time we got started with the stream. But we got sat really fast. Like, really fast. And Owen has decimated the buffet so far.
I brought the comment. I've not been pacing myself whatsoever. That's just the main thing I have to think.
Two-handed. Hashtag always eating. But I don't like the phone there. Good morning, everybody. Glad you guys could join us. For those who may be new, watching today live, or maybe you're watching this in replay, Ear to Ear Magic is our family's basically passion for the past 10 years, which we share experiences here from Disney and Universal, and we've moved on to cruising and well and beyond. And we have started live streaming for the past 6 years, every weekday, Monday through Friday, here at Walt Disney World or Universal Orlando Resort or wherever we may be. And so this is a family-friendly stream. Why? Because we're family. We have family members here, young and old. And so thank you guys for being a part. And we have a great community of people who hang out with us all the time. I apologize, we're at a very small table, so I'm going to be really up close to the camera today. Speaking of our family and our magic crew, Gauntlet Snap, good morning. Boma is the best. Love Boma. Boma serves both breakfast, buffet, and dinner. Gina Bina is here. Jared, good morning. We have a Kidani Village one-bedroom book for February. Any information on Kidani would be amazing. We are going to be going over to Kidani later. How you doing, Pitchy Dust Mom? Rick B is here. Cheryl, good morning. How you doing, Greg? Dopey Rudder's here. Jeannie KY Disney, got it. Nailed it. Get me a Simba waffle. They do have Simba waffles, right? And Owen's not lying. Hello, Christine. Pam, good morning. Welcome in. Mountain Warriors, good to see you. By the way, it was such a pleasure to see you guys in the parks just recently. You guys, anybody ever is here, we love getting to see you, especially if we've never had a chance to meet you in person. So thank you so very much for coming over and saying hello to us. It's always a great pleasure. Maleficat, Boma is really that good, huh? We'll let you be the decider of that. I may even be able to convince Owen, maybe, if he gets full, maybe we'll get you guys a tour of the buffet. Owen will take you around to every single item and take one thing off and eat it on camera at the... No, I won't. Yeah, that's good. Can you imagine?
I hope if that ever happens to someone tries to do that, I hope they get drop kicked. Really, just like no.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Oh man. And of course, you get pog juice included with your meal. So, cheers. I gotta stop that. It's my third cup. They just keep pouring it. Also, this is one of the weirdest things ever. And I don't normally would never have picked this up, but every time I've come here to eat this now, it's like citrus, melon, and avocado. I think the last time we had breakfast here, I ate like 3 or 4 of these. It's something I would never do normally. Owen is currently enjoying a yogurt parfait.
I've already had your right.
Round 4. I can't keep count. Now, I really do not like honeydew. It looks like a honeydew. I'm going to stay away from the honeydew. But watermelon, avocado, and that looks like a grapefruit. I would never put avocado with citrus, but it's so good. Hey Owen, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it to you just for a second. My son Owen will show you how to properly clean a parfait bowl. What have you had so far? Everything does not count. Many details.
I've had grilled asparagus, grilled tomatoes.
He came to the table with grilled asparagus.
Cut slices of ham with chipotle mustard, some Western omelets, muffins, pancakes, potatoes, and a parfait. So the list has gotten pretty long at this point.
So your favorite thing so far?
Oddly enough, I really do enjoy the ham. Maybe it's just because
The ham was good, especially with the mustard sauce. I did not get enough mustard sauce.
it can you have to be very careful because like I made a mistake one time eating here of like just like dumping a whole lot on the ham, and like if you don't put enough, you may not be able to pick it up. If you put too much, it is going to be really hard to eat anything you have that on.
I'm gonna want to know if you have new glasses.
I guess so, yeah.
Newish. Alright, so you're going on round 5?
I mean, I'm planning on taking them now. And
Would you guys like to have a little tour of the buffet?
yeah, while you're kind of like a line to go get
There's
some.
not a line?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when there's not a line, this is the time to do it. Okay.
Can you disconnect it?
I'll disconnect and I'll keep it facing that direction.
Okay.
Alright. Be free, enjoy. Bring back some
Okay. So before I do this, as always, I'm not going to try to get anyone on camera because there are other people who are trying to eat and get food. So first up, we have the regional section. This doesn't really change between breakfast and dinner. You have a few African delicacies. You're going to have these freshly cut grilled meats, including the Wicklow and mustard, what we were just talking about. So this section's not only where you're going to get like meats like ham and turkey both, so like babode, pap, fufu, anything like that you'll get there. Yeah, pork sausage, potato barrels. You cannot. Be very careful what you call those. Breakfast potatoes, plantains. Pancakes, blueberry pancakes, waffles, both Mickey waffles and there's some we have eggs, 3 types of omelets. Bacon, parfaits, both with and without oatmeal. Different fruits. They have Asian grains berry salad and the grapefruit salad Dad was just holding. We have meats. We have hard-boiled eggs. Then we have our bread section with muffins, guava turnovers, apple pockets, croissants, sticky buns, and butterscotch bread pudding. Cinnamon rolls. And some other bread items. Mostly things that you can toast. We have a few toasters over here. That is the entire lineup. Right there. Want to turn that back on?
Sorry, put my plate on your side so they can easily grab it.
No problem.
All right, There we go.
Do you
By
want
the way-
anything else? Do you want anything else?
I do. I want to go back. I've only been once.
What do you want? I can go get it for you. I can go get it for you.
I'm not sure what it was.
I just showed up everything.
I didn't fully go into the pastries. Like, so for the desserts, not really. Well, for breakfast, we're really big about having American breakfast. We have a lot of pastries and stuff like that. So,
Like muffins, turnovers.
I did have an apple pastry. I also had a small blueberry. I like the. Thank you for making tiny, tiny, tiny things. Because I don't want a giant blueberry muffin. I just want a bite, you know? And pastries and breads can fill you up really quickly. Teriyaki, good morning. Mouse ears and beers. High recommendations, but if you come and try it out, and if you don't enjoy it, you can put it all on me. Good morning, Pickle Shake. How are you? Gosh, I'm so sorry. Nothing I have for breakfast is gonna match this. Believe me, this is pretty up there for me as well. It's a great dining room. It's very loud. It's very festive. There's a lot of things going on there. Rick B had Eggo waffles and scrambled eggs for breakfast. Beat that, Boma. I had a ham and cheese omelet, but it got mixed into the mustard sauce. Yeah, they're handing out drum things to the kids, so the drum line's going to be coming through here soon. Oh, great news, Nick. Good news. Time to finish eating is up. They send the drummers around to give you notice that it's your time to leave. No. Every so often. Well, they actually had you see they had a guest drummer in this morning. I saw them take him to the front, and I could hear him asking, do you want a shaker or do you want a drum? I guess he went with a shaker. Ground B, Animal Kingdom Lodge at the top of my bucket list resorts. Taz Venture, if you've never been here before, you got to try it out. A Dairy Runner, there's an audience participation. Yeah, you can either be in the drum line or you can help it go on. So, all right, I do need to go back up and get something. I'm gonna let you have it.
You want me to just take a spot?
You can just switch, yeah. Just come over here and sit. No, jump up.
How's everyone doing today? That's another reason why we do these restore tours on a regular basis, because even if you're not staying at a resort, does not mean you cannot visit it. So say if you want to eat at a restaurant, if you want to take part in some of its amenities, like for example here would be looking at the animals, or I think it's called the Loop of Knowledge or something like that. I don't know if it's on my head, but there's nothing stopping you from taking like buses or walking to these other resorts. So I mean, I know we're already talking since food's already on the mind. A lot of resorts have a lot of interesting food items. Not even like talking about like premium restaurants here when I say this, but a lot of resorts have like more interesting food options than you get directly from the parks. Like for instance, Polynesian, you have Captain Cook's with all of its options, Polynesian inspired options. You also get the noodles that are made at Tambu Lounge, which I guess kind of more is based off of Ojai, because that's where it comes from. But you also go to the Caribbean Resort. Hi. You can also go to the Caribbean Resort, and the options there are really good as well.
You want to keep it while I eat, or you want to switch? I got some shakalaka. You want some shakalaka? I'm good. Peaches, you thought I was joking about the shakalaka, didn't you? No, I got some shakalaka. Shakalaka. And for GDKY Disney, everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, guys. Standing in the spotlight. Pickle Shake, I'm doing well. Finally got some time to spend some time with the crew. That is awesome. Speaking of spending time with the crew, we're going to be walking around. We're going to be sharing the resort with you guys later after we finish breakfast. We really got breakfast. I could have just walked up and shown you guys the entrance and the sign, and I thought, we've never taken you guys here for breakfast, so we wanted to show you some of the food. We wanted to talk about it. So whether you stay here or not, we wanted you guys at least be aware. Now, if you want to stay here, glad to help you guys out, and can always do so. Reach out to us at eartoearmagic.com. Fill out a form on that website telling us you want to book a trip, and let us know you want to stay at any of the resorts here at Walt Disney World, including Animal Kingdom. And after today's stream, you'll be able to know whether or not you would like to stay in Jumbo House or Kidani Village. So, I do not need this, but I felt like we need to try the sticky bun. That is so wrong. But what you got? Is that a pineapple breakfast burrito? Looks like it. But speaking of spending time, Pickle Shake, I stayed up way too late last night. Created a new graphic. You guys are so sweet and so kind. It probably won't, even if it looks terrible, you're like, oh, that looks so great. But we want you guys to know, if you want to join us on our next Virgin Voyages cruise, it's going to be, what, 9 months from now? Which seems like a really long time away, but it's not. We're going to be sailing out of Los Angeles, heading to 3 ports in Mexico. We have group pricing. You know, we never put pricing on our graphics because pricing changes. We have secured a certain number of sea terraces at this price under the new group cruising with Virgin Voyages. At this point, this is not a gimmick. I can only guarantee this through the end of the month. They do require us to make sure we have a certain number of bookings each month to maintain these prices. If not, they take the rooms back away from us if secured. We have to grab new ones and the pricing may change. So, this is a good 15% off because of our group. If you guys are interested in going with us, now is the best time to secure. Make sure you get those prices. I don't even know if you can get hotels for less than that. They're in here. So. So if you are interested, please reach out to us at eartoearmagic.com. How you doing, Haley? Hatbox Ghost, good morning, good morning. Jeannie KY Disney, our favorite resort even over Grand Floridian. It's funny, Jeannie, last summer we did our group, our tour of this resort. We did like every summer, and one of our travel clients was so excited after the watching the live stream that called Susan up and said, hey, can you move our room to this resort? And they had a great time. I don't know who those people are. Could never say. But it's a great resort. So Owen, I'm going to flip it back around real quick. What did you get?
I got there now. This is probably going to be my last plate. Just me trying to...
Crossfire.
It's just me trying to fill up, make the most of the meal before I end up leaving.
You want to make the most of it. We don't get to eat here very often. It's one of the great places to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your second omelet? What kind of omelet
Maybe
is this?
third.
Maybe third?
Yeah. I just go for the Western ones. That's the best out of the three.
Thank you for subscribing, Camilla. Welcome in. Morning, Terry. Odney is here. Good morning, Jill. Some of you guys may have been in here longer than I've noticed because I've just been busy. You know, hashtag always eating. All right, so we'll finish up here in a second and then we'll take you guys around the resort some. Who in the chat has actually stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge? Either it's Kanani. Kanani Village is our Disney Vacation Club area. They have larger suites and villas. We can book those even if you are not a DVC member. and then Jumbo House, which is the main, it's the main lobby, the main area. They are not connected, at least not by rooms.
So if you want to go from one to other, you will have to take a sidewalk.
You either have to walk a very short walk over, it's less than 5 minutes, or you can take a shuttle over. John Bowen, welcome in. If you guys are just joining us, we're here at Boma for breakfast. William Butler, I just got back 3 weeks ago from staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. How was it? Taz Venture, when I hit the lotto, I'm going to stay here for like a month. How you doing, Passenger Princess Pamela? Good afternoon, Karen. It is afternoon in UK, right? Yeah. Lori loves the magic. How are you? How you doing, Kim K? We are at Boma. I think Boma is Swahili for safe place, a gathering place. So I don't know if it's safe, especially if it's between you, Owen, and the last omelet. Woo! Shakalaka's got some kick to it.
Thank you.
Tell Owen the tropical guava passion fruit Go Whip in the grocery store has a chemical taste to it.
Chemical.
Like your beach. That fake flavoring. Miss Meow, how are you? Welcome in. Be my many years. Y'all want to get us a plate and shove it through the screen? Sure. What do you guys want on your plate? Here, I'm gonna put my first plate into the Patreon chat so you guys can take a look at it. You guys are with us on Patreon. Feel free to check it out. Now, if you're not with us on Patreon, we want you guys to do something for us today. We want you to consider signing up for a free account. Yes, we would love for you guys to be a part of the 5 tiers and have that chat and join us in Zoom calls and lives and stuff like that. And conversations we have all the time outside of. But at a minimum, tomorrow we're going to be celebrating 39,000 on our channel. And in doing so, we're going to let the mods, with your help, determine what we do and how we do it. How are we going to navigate that conversation? Because I don't want it to be limited to just when I'm live. It's on Patreon. Last night I put on a Patreon post, anyone who's a member, a free member or paid patron member, can see that post and can join in the conversation. The mods all have access. I gave them the link last night as well. So you guys can go in there and chat, discuss, direct, have as many conversations as you want. So please, if you want to be a part of tomorrow's fun, go sign up on Patreon and do the free account at a minimum and just jump into the chat and hang out with us for tomorrow. Dude, I'm about done. It's a lot of good food, but I don't want to overdo it. I enjoy the pap and the tomatoes.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Leave it out.
Lori loves the magic of making TikTok cinnamon rolls this morning. Does it have cabbage in it? How you doing, Sea Starns? Run Disney just posted the medals for Wine and Dine. Well, here we go. Shall we get started? There's your 5K. There's your 10K. There's your half marathon. And Dopey Runner's favorite 2-course challenge, the Grumpy. There you go. Good. And is there an AP discount? No? Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And I will. Oh, thank you.
Bon appetit, sir.
Good, thank you.
Can I see your discount?
Oh, yes. Hi.
Yes. Like another?
What? Yes, please. Thank you. To go. Perfect. So there are your medals for Wine and Dine. I hope that you guys are running any of the races, that we will see you Wine and Dine weekend. We started our Run Disney part of our community here, our extended part of our family, 5 years ago. This will be our 5th year anniversary. So we're hoping that if you're running a race, or you're just going to be here that weekend, we get to see you. We're going to have meetups for breakfast before the expo. We'll meet up at the expo. We'll run the 5K together. We're hoping to get some race shirts, so we could, if you want to wear a race shirt instead of a costume, we can run in solidarity. Is that the right word? And then we'll have a meetup on Saturday from 2 to 4. Location to be announced. And then on Sunday, we'll have fireworks at Epcot Sunday night together in Canada. And then Metal Monday, we'll be taking a group photo in front of the castle around 11 a.m. Owen, would you like to see what your half marathon medal will look like if you finish it? I just lost it since I already looked at it.
I'm sorry, sir. I was the discount, but this card approved only for $19.
Okay.
And it's
Hang on
not
1 second.
worth.
I'll make a transfer. I'll let you run it again. Sorry about that. All right, you try one. Can you do the remainder one more time? Yes, thank you. Always subject to the PayPal. Andrew, member of the Magic Food Cast for 37 months. Thank you so much, sir. So today wasn't about shoving food in your face just for the sake of it. We hope that you guys, if you've never been here, we'll show you the dining room as we walk out. We hope that Owen, Walker, and Anthony just joined in. Go back and watch it. Watch the rewind. And Owen's taking you to the entire buffet so you can see what it looks like. Remember, it's a completely different buffet at dinner time. They do have lots of proteins and meats for breakfast, but even so many more different things. Good this time? Sweet, awesome.
Not for me, but for you, how about that?
Thank you very much.
Can you just basically remind me for a second? Can you basically remind me for a second?
Actually, I was going to say if you could go ahead and take everybody out. Can you do a slow walk out of the dining room just to kind of show the architecture? And then, why don't you meet me at Victoria Falls Lounge, okay? I'll let Owen take you guys out. I'll join you in just a moment.
This is kind of what the actual room looks like in its entirety. A lot of drapes, lighting. I was mostly zoomed in, but you couldn't see this. But the architecture above the actual buffet kind of does look like a village or like a set of buildings. Made from stone, concrete, and tile, and whatnot. And we also have this waterfall right outside. This is where you'd go if you wanted to check in. So there's two ways you can get down here. You can take the elevator or you can take the stairs. We're gonna actually go up these stairs. This is Victoria Falls. This is going to be our bar and lounge. It is not open right now, but it will be open later today. This like bar does also give you a slight view of Boma as well as the windows. Yes, that is an option. I did not specifically ask for that because I have probably eaten and drank too much as it is, so I got a good fill. And I mean, you can't do it often because, I mean, one, it is expensive, and it's hard to make work because it does take time out of the stream. But it is something to think about when you're staying at a resort. Like, mind you, you don't have to be staying at a resort to book a reservation and eat at that restaurant. You could be staying at another resort, you can be staying on property. You could live locally as long as you have a reservation. They'll let you in to the parking lot so you can get ready. But I mean, this is an opportunity to actually show what the food and service would be like if you decided to eat. You know what? I was just down there. They probably had the prices. I should have looked at that. Hold on. I doubt that they don't have that listed. If you want to eat here for breakfast, it would be $23 per child and $39 per adult. Dinner is slightly more expensive at $34 per child and $58 per adult. Both of those do not count tax and gratuity. They probably have coffee. I'd be surprised if they didn't for a breakfast buffet. So yeah, usually we would start in the ferry lobby, which will show up in a second. But this is such a unique resort. I'm very excited to show the rest off to you. And that's a good point. This is not a breakfast, a character breakfast. If you have younger ones that are more focused on food than character interactions, this may be a good option. Yeah, dinner is way different because, I mean, this is an African-inspired buffet. In breakfast, they only have about 4 or 5 items that you would actually, that are actually African delicacies. Come later, at dinner, they'll have a lot more of those options. So
It smells even better up here than in the restaurant. And you're in the middle of it all. It's great breakfast. And good way to start today. Didn't mean to interrupt. I actually ran into some magic crew out of Naples, Florida. So thank you guys for saying hello. It was great talking with you guys for a bit. So I wish we could eat here more often, but it is a nice time to do it when you can. You guys already talk about Victoria Falls?
I said it was a lounge. Not much else other than that.
You know, to be honest, I've never come here. You know, we don't do a lot of bar lounges areas, you know. We can ride and rides or hashtag always eating. But if you have a dining reservation later, you can come up here and hang for a bit. Let's go check out the lobby. I think your side. Especially in the holidays. You know, during the Christmas time, this right here will have a tree on it. This plate actually comes up, provides the electrical outlets. The massive tree goes in here.
So something that is unique to the resort, and you'll notice immediately upon walking in, is you have all of these artifacts strewn not only across the lobbies, but even so far as the halls of this resort. And that is because Ambersweet Lodge has one of the largest collections of African artifacts outside of Africa. So in a weird way, not only is it a resort, but it's also kind of a museum. You have all these exhibits everywhere. Some giving like slight detail into objects, while others are more well thought out and actually you can spend like 5 to 10 minutes looking at these exhibits. So
we did have a question. About whether or not dining reservations are required for Mama for breakfast and for dinner. Yes, do get dining reservations. They do have walk-ups available at times, but larger parties, always make sure you have your reservation. It's somewhat harder to get into sometimes, but tonight, you know, in the morning is probably a little bit easier, a little bit later in the day as well. By the way, just so you guys know, yesterday we have another family that's joined us on our European fall cruise in 2027 on Virgin Voyages. So excited that we're, you know, adding more and more of our crew to those group cruises. Europe is going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. I want to avoid doing this like we've done in the past. In the past, I've done it a certain way. I kind of at this point want to explore. I just kind of want to show, as you would naturally walk through the area, what it's like. This little area over here is oftentimes overlooked. How'd you get here so fast?
So this is not necessarily a lounge, but like a quiet area off the side.
They've obviously got some sort of group activity going on this morning. Now, this area is not always populated with animals, but
It's one of the few places where you can see your ostriches.
you can. It's always a good thing to check because oftentimes the animals will kind of find their ways into this little pocket over here to get some quiet spaces. You can see the balconies over here. All of these rooms are considered, of course, Savannah rooms.
That's very important to consider because Savannah rooms, when you have a few Savannah, non-Savannah rooms, means you'll be facing outside of the store. You will not see, the only animals you will see are like maybe a sparrow, a crow, a squirrel, and that'll be it. Yeah.
Maybe a sandhill crane walking around the parking lot, around the pool. So there's also been some discussion. We have a new new itineraries are available, and we've also got ourselves a new sailing out of New York City to Bermuda. So all of you who have been excited about it, wanting to book a Disney cruise, now have the opportunity to. So if that's something that's interesting in you, reach out. Let's see if we can get you booked. Also, a couple of people have said this is on their bucket list when they win the lottery. This is a deluxe resort. It does cost more,
It's going to be on the higher end.
but now we do have promotions that pop up every so often. And I will tell you this, it's not our job to upsell, okay? It's not my job as a travel agent to try to convince you to spend more money than you should to go above your budget. That's not what we try to do. But because we know you, we work for you and not Disney, we do look for opportunities where if we know what your budget is and we know that certain promotions come out, staying here or at Kidani, in which you may have the opportunity to stay here or move your room to here within staying within or slightly just a little bit above your budget. Doesn't require a lottery. we will look for that. So what I'm saying is, if this is an item you want to stay here one day, we want to know that. So that if we find an opportunity when you contact us to book your travel, we may say, let me just look. We know they want to stay in Animal Kingdom one day. Let's look and see what that is. And if we see it's completely, no, it's just not going to work for their budget, I doubt we're even going to bring it up. But if we ever see that there's a promotion that's going on that says, you know what, maybe it's not a Savannah room, but you can still stay on property, we may bring it up. Remember, it's not an upsell. It's simply an idea of us trying to make sure that if that is something that's important to you, we'll look for opportunities that may make it easier for you to make that happen. So let's go on out to the Savannah. Been looking to put, if I can put this back in. Here. Back in and
Looks like they're doing some sort of photo shoot out in the Savannah.
oh, they're recording?
Maybe potential for media.
That's unusual. Thank you. All right, let's play Chris Don't Fall Down the Stairs. Chris Don't Fall Down the Stairs. Chris Don't Fall Down the Stairs. Now, I will tell you, the last time our family came over here to enjoy a resort day, my mother came out and ended up taking a nap out here on the rocking chairs. So they do. They have a film crew out there. I don't think I've ever seen them do that before. What are they photographing?
Showing the animals.
I don't see any animals. Now over here are our pelicans. I'm trying to remember if these are the brown-backed or the pink-backed. I believe these may be the brown-backed pelicans. You can come over here at certain times of the day and they will feed them. So it's kind of fun to see the pelicans get fed. But other birds, native birds to Florida, will come over and try to snatch some of the food, so it becomes a little bit of chaotic fun. How you doing, Drew, in the moment? Well, Greg, you pay more here for a lot of reasons. It's the deluxe resort, meaning interior hallways. You have multiple dining options, including some of the best restaurants on property. And you have something that you don't have at any of the other deluxe resorts: animal viewing. I mean, it's some people really enjoy staying at the Grand Floridian, but I mean, let's be honest, there's not much to look at when you walk around other than flowers. And there's a lot to look at both here at Jambo and Kidani Village. Also, Greg, this is a deluxe resort, but because of it being a little farther away from the parks than some of the others, we're on the outskirts of the Disney bubble here, it is probably one of the more reasonably priced of the deluxe resorts too. How you doing, loser dork face? I need to try Boma again. We had treated ourselves too hard with beignets. You know, it doesn't take too much arm pulling, you know. Also, one of the great things out here is when you come to see the animals. Now, they are at the moment on the other side. We have cultural representatives from Africa who come out and will tell you all about the animals. They're over there now with a family. And they tell you all they know about the animals, and they have some great things to share, stories, knowledge, trivia. We'll be glad to tell you and answer all your questions about the animals you see on the savannah.
We also have some of our property, the name of it, String of Memories.
Yes.
It is a set of activities for younger ones. Different activities at different locations across the resort. They teach you not only about animals, but Africa as well.
Think of it like a Kid Cot at Epcot, but here at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Way more interactive.
You create your own necklace.
Every time you complete an activity, you get a special charm to put on your string of memories.
And there'll be information about where you can go to get those and have those conversations. Dude, they're not taking pictures of the animals. They're taking pictures of, they're taking promo photos. You may see whatever photos they're taking right now, you may see them in future brochures or commercials here at Walt Disney World. We see them all the time. Lori loves the magic. That hurts me to hear stuff like that. You've never been to Animal Kingdom Lodge. We got to get you and Carl's grumpier cousin over here and just enjoy an afternoon. Now, people may say, well, I want to stay over here, but if I'm going to come over here, I have to have a Savannah view. Now, if you can have a Savannah view on the budget that you're looking for, that's perfect. But if not, I don't want you to fret about the idea that if you do not get a Savannah view, that you'll never see any animals. There's lots of different places and ways for animal viewing, just like we've just done now. Over to our sides here, you see there are lounge areas with rocking chairs where people can sit out and watch the animals from up above as well. And you'll see over at Kidani Village, there's even more. So I don't want you to believe that just because you don't have a Savannah view, that you won't see any animals. How you doing, Rob C? Welcome in. Good morning, Coach Calvin. We looked at our wine and dine medals this morning. How you doing, Tiki Man fan? Jenny KY Disney. Resort View is our favorite due to less walking. And we've gotten partial views of animals too. I will tell you that we did a celebratory dinner here on Sunday after completing our marathon for the Walt Disney World Marathon. So the loser dork faces, myself, Coach Calvin, Dopey Runner, we all had dinner here to celebrate our first marathons and their subsequent marathons. And that was, in fact, the very last time we got to see Jeff Galley. bike, dude. There's no way I'm walking out onto that ghost area. That chair's just a rocking, dude. Feel free to take some screenshots today if you see something that's just perfect for a screensaver. Or if you know someone who's having a rough day, would really enjoy a view like this, you can just text them and say, I saw this and was thinking of you today. Jared says, we're so excited to stay here in February. Is it difficult to experience the deluxe evening hours with the hotel being a bit farther away from the other parks? It is farther away, but it is not that hard. It is less than a 5-minute ride on a bus. So if a 5-minute commute is going to deter, then I don't see that, and I've never experienced that either. Jared, we stayed here during marathon weekend. And got to enjoy over in Kidani Village, and still did Run Disney events quite well, even being a little bit further away. Good morning, Jen Gordon. Logan, where are the animals? Well, let me show you a map of the savannah. And you'll see that there's a lot of areas for the animals to go to. So my guess is when we take you over to the pool area, we'll probably see the animals over the far savannah. If you want to mail something from the lodge, it gets a special stamp being from Animal Kingdom Lodge. Ryan, I wish I'd brought one of your postcards. We could have mailed it right from the hotel. How you doing? Tom Does Time. Happy Tuesday. There's our fire pit on the inside.
Have a fireplace.
There is a actual fire pit outside for roasting marshmallows. It's where they were shooting their promotional photos. So we didn't go in there. We didn't want to disturb them. They also had some families meeting with the cultural reps, so. Let's go check out the gift shop over.
You don't see the head downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Why, did you need more pog juice?
No, the shop that was.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And the other side of the savannah. Real quick, just because it's here, we were talking about dining earlier. We have Boma, Jico, actual in-person sit-down. Sanaa is over at Kidani, also one of our favorite places to eat. Love the bread service there. Love to get butter chicken. And matter of fact, the very first time I ever had butter chicken was at Sanaa. And then of course the Mara. The Mara is our quick service location located on the pool level. We'll be checking you guys in there and taking you guys in there in just a moment. Reservations are highly recommended for all three of those sit-down restaurants, but because of the service and the way that they do the My Disney Experience app now, if walk-ups are available, you can do it that way.
seen this bug before. Dude. He's a stack. Jill says we love Sanaa. Sanaa is really fun to watch the animals if you have a animal view there as well. Is this a candle? Again, this is all stuff I've never seen before.
I mean, it has stuff like candles, so it's
$30, $39.99, and it looks like the side of the pillar we were just in, the observation deck. The gift shop here is much larger than the one in Kidani Village. Reason I mentioned that, if you are staying at Kidani Village and you want to find and do some shopping that may be unique to Animal Kingdom, make sure to take a shuttle or walk over to Jumbo House. So, the other day your Nana shared with you that her favorite Disney movie of all time is The Lion King. Were you shocked by that? Kind of. She says she's seen it like 3 times just recently. She loves to watch it on television. When do you ever have Huey, Dewey, and Louie toys? I mean, seriously, look. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Be my many years, I'm sure she's only ever seen the original from the early 90s. I doubt she's seen any of the sequels, prequels, or live actions. Too complicated. Still wanting to do a puzzle. Had puzzles on my mind. No touchy. No touchy. Got it. How you doing, Wild Star? Sarah Loves Izzy. How big is this resort compared to some of the other deluxes? Are there a lot of bus stops? Okay. I'm going to put Owen on the spot. Owen, how many bus stops are there at Animal Kingdom Lodge total? 2. They are...
one at Jumbo, one at Kidani.
There's one at each of the main resorts. Yes. At the lobby for Kidani, there is one bus stop that has several of the buses that come for each of the parks and Disney Springs. And the same thing at Jumbo House. So
So depending on where you're staying, you may have to both outgoing and ingoing stay on the bus for at least one stop to actually drop it off at the resort.
So if you're going to Gadani, you may have to stop at Jumbo first, or vice versa if you're heading out. The one thing to keep in mind, Sarah loves Disney. This is we try to be very down to earth here in what we talk about. It's not our job to sell you on everything. The idea that everything is perfect for everybody is so Lego movie. And it just doesn't work, okay? Because there are pros and cons of staying at every resort. The biggest con for me when you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge are the never-ending hallways. If you get a resort room that's farther down from the lobby, you may be walking and walking and walking. So instead of going from building to building to building, you're just going down a very long hallway. So that's probably the worst thing. But the difference is, unlike the value resorts, when you're that far away, you're not walking in the rain, you're not walking in hot sunshine. They're all hallways that are air conditioned. So first world problems, really.
With everything I always bring up is that it is more secluded since at the edge of the resort, which a lot of people love. It also means that if you're taking the buses, unless you're going to Animal Kingdom, you're probably going to be, it's probably going to take a bit to go to your destination. Maybe Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Disney Springs, and Magic Kingdom.
But it's okay, Dopey Runner. They just want to play. Come play with us, Owen. Come play with us. I don't know if Owen would get that reference. Okay, you want me to stand over here and tell you? I don't think he's going to get that reference. Oh, you want me to stand right here? I thought you were like, I'm standing right here. Oh, air conditioner. Not as good as the one in the MK, but it's not bad. Not bad. So, Lego Movie. You know what I'm talking about. Everything is awesome. Everything is great when you're a Disney influencer. Everything is awesome. So come and get it. Yeah. No, it's not. Everything is not awesome. Everything is awesome to the people that find it awesome. So, find the hotel that you like. Find the hotels that you like. And if there's something about one hotel you don't like, the great thing is there's so many other choices. Dude, I don't know why. I like this candle. I need another candle in our house like I need another popcorn bucket, but that's just cool. Did not show this. The bow can be taken off, which means I can take the bow off and Owen and I could wear it. Sans bow. The excitement in his eyes, I can't even describe to you. How you doing, Big Al? Happy Tuesday. Let's take everybody out. So, before we do that, two questions that were asked earlier. How big is the resort and where are the animals? So, this is Jumbo House. This is Kidani Village. They are, in fact, not connected by guests. We cannot walk from one to the other interiors. And when we came into Jumbo House, we looked out over this savannah. We looked out over this savannah. And you're like, where are the animals? The animals have access to all of these spaces and could find themselves in any one of them. So you may see the giraffes in one space at one time and find them in a completely different area otherwise. But the spaces that are often overlooked are here. The Sunset Lounge, we took you in earlier. People don't know that there's an overlook there. And then 2, here. This is called the Pembe Savannah Overlook, and it's on the edge of the Kidani Village Pool. We'll see if we can take you guys over there today. If you make it over to Pembe Savannah Overlook, look out for Casanova. He is our African hornbill. He's very personable. He loves attention.
This overlook that we'll show you.
And he will oftentimes come over and flirt with everybody. So, expansive? Yes. If you have a room here, it's like picture pages. It's a long one. So, we have actually stayed in rooms that have been to the edges before. And it's not that far, but the horseshoe design does make sometimes the hallways seem like they're very, very long. Jared, good question. If I'm staying at Kidani Village, can I stay or can I use the pool over here at Jumbo House? Yes. You can pool hop between pools here. They're still considered the same resort. So. Oh, I love the thatched roofs. So nice. Actual thatched roofs. This is our main pool. Actually, this is our only pool. No? Yes? No? Yes? Yes. At Jumbo House. And there is the one, I was trying to think if there was a quiet pool somewhere. And then there is one at Kidani. I prefer the one at Kidani as a person and as a travel agent suggestion because it has a much larger kids play area. And the splash pad over at Kidani is really nice and it's shaded slightly. So, should we try the elevator? Before we go out to the pool, let's go up. Going up.
It's 4, right?
I believe so. Or maybe 5.
No, it is exactly.
I think it is 5. The numbers are a little off here. The main lobby is level 3. So remember, Victoria Falls Lounge is level 2 and home is level 1. So picture this, Mom, the splash pad in Port Kidani is so much fun. Our kids, when they were smaller, it's such a larger space, and I didn't feel like they were like running into each other. And you know, some splash pads are just like a small little circle, and the kids are just continually going around in a circle. The kids splash pad at Kidani, it's very elongated, and if you have siblings who just need a little time away from their siblings to play, it's a little bit more expansive. I'll let you answer that one. I almost said something when we were going through and I thought, I'm so grateful that you guys ask questions. I want to make sure you guys understand that one, we're here to educate, to share information, to make sure that you have what you need to make the right decisions about where to go and how to spend your vacations, where to stay. We want you guys to ask questions, and if we don't know the answers, then we'll be glad to look it up or use our awesome community to get some answers for you. And because I want you guys to realize that because Susan and I are Travelmation travel agents, our job is not to just run around and be silly and provide content. That's not what we do and why we do it. We do it so that you guys can have the opportunity to ask questions and get the information you're looking for. So feel free to ask questions. We're very open to that. And we're very thankful for those who do take the time to use these as a chance to do just that. It's the Maasai Bridge. I'm working on it. Just give me a second. It's better than the reticulated bridge. It's easier if you crawl. Oh, sure. I'm not scared of heights. I don't know what the problem is. Why would anyone be scared of falling from high distances? Taz Venture, are those guest rooms that you're walking by? Yes, they are. There are rooms that are in the main hall here. If you like to be in the center of it all. There is also, this level and the next level up contain villas and Disney Vacation Club rooms. So, do you want to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge? If you are a DVC member, you can actually stay at a club level. Wait. Didn't realize that you could do that. Yep, there's club level rooms here. If you're interested, let us know. We'll price those out for you as well. Access to the club level lounge, which you're looking at right across the way. It's on the very top floor. Key card is required for access, which I'm glad it is, because that means that you don't have people just wandering around like myself, and those who are staying at club level can enjoy the peace that comes with being club level. How do you find out about the activities at each resort? Great question. Sea Starns, you can first, when you check in, if you do a mobile check-in, you can also just go up to the front desk. They will provide you with information on how to access the activities calendar. There may be a QR code they can send you to. They may actually have an actual pamphlet. Yeah, they are taking promotional photographs that will show up either on a commercial or in a pamphlet or brochure in the future. There are also usually placards around that will give you a synopsis of the activities that are available. And here, as Owen mentioned, the string of memories, a lot more to keep up with than, say, other resorts, because you've got a lot of other stations to keep in mind. Welcome in, Katie Y. Thanks for joining us today. Malefico, he can ask questions about anything. We'll talk about Universal here. I don't care. It's not like the, by the way, nobody said anything but sneak peek. This is a PVC. Room for viewing. Yeah, you can take a room tour here. This is one of the spaces they have in a 1-bedroom. Would you consider the Alaska cruise for adults only, or would the kiddos like it too? Well, we did both this summer, Maleficat. In May, Susan and I took the Holland America cruise, which of course any age group can go to. There were a lot of kids who were on the cruise with us. Not as much as maybe on a Disney cruise, but kids really enjoy, especially if the kids are outdoorsies. You know, if they're kids, if you enjoy a cool hike through a national forest, or they love the idea of seeing whales and killer whales off the side of the ship, sea otters, bears, then, you know, an Alaska cruise is great for kids if they enjoy that. The question is whether or not you would enjoy it if you don't have kids with you, if there are lots of other kids around. So I will say Disney cruise, always the best of service when it comes to kids clubs and things like that. But if you are sailing without kids, or you're like our kids, they're much older and they don't really care about being in the kids clubs as much, they'd rather do all the normal activities, then what I'd say is do not spend extra money for a cruise that includes activities that you're not going to use. What's the worst thing to happen when you go to a hotel and they charge you an amenities fee, a resort fee, and they're like, oh, that's for the tennis courts. I don't play tennis. Yeah, but you could if you were. If you did play tennis, you could play here, so we have to charge you for the fee. There's no point in paying for access to something that you're not going to use. So we always say, taking that into consideration of whether or not you would choose a cruise line that is highly populated with families. Holland America only had there were some kids on board, not nearly as much as Disney. And I will say the kids that were on board, well, they got treated like royalty because, you know, they didn't have to share all the extra spaces with people. So Disney Dad 18, happy Tuesday. Thanks for watching with us today. Lori Loves the Magic says, loved watching your kids, my kids, enjoying the activities and shows on Virgin Voyages cruise this year. Now, of course, all of my kids now are 18 or older. Owen's 22, going on 40. And I don't know if I should speak for them or put words in their mouths, but they thoroughly enjoy Virgin Voyages.
Yeah, Virgin's great.
And this is not to be, for some may consider to be blasphemy, but speaking for Caleb has said that, you know, he would prefer to be on a Virgin Voyage cruise than on a Disney cruise. So it's not a one thing fits all scenario. So feel free, when you guys contact us for your cruising, ask questions. We want to make sure that we put you in the right spot and make the best fit for you. Speaking of, if you want to join us for a Disney cruise, we are going to be going on the Disney Destiny next summer as a group. Already had on our group cruise to Alaska on Virgin Voyages, which was a lot. So if you're interested and would like a quote, reach out to us again at eardearmagic.com. On the Destiny, we're going to be going to not one, but two of Disney's private islands, Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay. And it's going to be a good time. So it's a 5-night cruise going out of Fort Lauderdale. It's a great introduction to Disney cruising because, one, we're not going to some crazy far out of the way destination, and you get to see not one but both of their islands. So for future cruises, if you have to choose between an itinerary that has one or the other, you will know exactly which one you'd prefer over the other. So This is Chico. Chico is a table service restaurant, no buffet. And it is, I would consider to be fine dining. See if I can get it to zoom in a little bit better. See, most of the entrees are right around the $50.
Is definitely way more high end.
Yes, it is a much higher end. They have an extensive wine collection. So if you're looking for a little bit higher end dining, Chico over here it's right across the way from Boma. All right, let's go. Let's take you guys over to the Mara. To the outside area of Chico. Yes, I have to. GDKY Disney. You notice that I did really crazy AI for our group cruises for 2027 because I was literally flying to Seattle on the plane going, all right, I don't have a lot of time. I got to do 3 of these things. And so I created this map, not this map. Yeah, I'll put it back up again so you guys can see. I want you guys to notice we're going to go from Fort Lauderdale to Nassau to Lookout Key, and then we're going to swim from Lookout Key to Castaway Key, and then we're going to get back on the boat. It did put a dotted line in between the 2 islands. And if you've ever used these terrible AI things, it's like, yeah, just good luck trying to get that in there. But I'm going back in and creating my own. Here's our pool area. So in the pool, we have the Mara, which is our quick service location. Showers and lockers. Arcade. Simba's Clubhouse, kids play area. There is a wading pool, the main pool, hot tub, water slide. Here is where you're going to find the Mingos. There's a playground over here. And then the Savannah Overlook is way over here. So we're going to walk around and show you all of this as well. Wildstar, that cruise for next year would be good for my birthday. I'm going to warn you though, Wildstar. I'm going to warn you, if you go on one of these group cruises, you're going to meet people. They're going to meet you and they won't let you go. They will get to know you. They will text you. They will get in conversations with you. And you're going to make friends. So I'm just putting a warning on there. I should put a warning label on every single one of our group cruises. Sea Starns, you were asking about activities. So we got our sandwich boards out here around. And there usually is, like I said, here's the QR code. If you want to scan that with your phone, if you're watching on a television, or if you want to take a screenshot and use your phone to do that, there is your QR code for Jumbo House's activities. Now, Owen mentioned the string of memories. And you'll see the different ones have different times where you can find them. I'm trying to remember, how many beats are there?
There's 8.
8? I'm about to say, they only list 4 activities, and I know there's more than 4.
So, the other ones are
So they put 4 here and the 4 over there. Got it. Makes sense.
So there's 7 stations, and then you get the 8th one when you get the other 7 beats.
That's right. That's right. I remember that. I remember my daughter wanting to postpone going to the park because we got to get that other beach.
Yeah, the other 3 are at the brownie between noon and 3.
So definitely put that. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You asked. I'm just glad I found it. And did you get the QR code? Maleficent, do you have a Royal Caribbean cruise coming up? We don't at present, but we are definitely wanting to get on an Icon class ship, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it happen. We are rolling quarters. We are doing what we have to do. Whatever we have to do to make it happen. But not on the list so far. The Mara. This is our quick service location. And this is also where, if you cannot dine at Boma for dinner to get your famous or infamous, depending on how you look at it, zebra domes, you can get them here. You can also get yourself a bottle of wine. We've got Africa cookies, a giraffe cake pop, and then a chocolate antelope corn. I feel like if you get a chocolate antelope corn, you have to get 2, right? You can do a mobile order and get a full meal here, great food. Or you can get a grab to go. Grab and go, I should say. Salads, sandwiches, also desserts. Oh, look, I see a Boo cupcake. Good thing I'm completely full. Oh, dude, it's spiced pumpkin.
Oh, look at the one directly above it.
Spiced cupcake. Look at that spiced pumpkin. Oh.
I like caramel banana cupcake.
And look, caramel banana. Dude, this is wrong.
This is why it's gonna be already 8.
This is so wrong.
We can come back later.
Pumpkin hazelnut chocolate swirl cheesecake. Definitely pumpkin season. By the way, all of you Starbucks fans out there, yeah, we're now pumpkin season official. Starting today. Then, of course, your zebra domes. $4.50 for 4 domes. I'll take 3. Fabulous. And if you look carefully, you might even be able to find the gluten-free version. Oh, we gave up summer. We gave up summer already, Nick. Summer what? Summer who? Summer. What summer? When summer? I'll do you even better. Why summer? We're full on pumpkin. I mean, starting this Friday, I'm heading to Halloween Horror Nights. If you guys are on Patreon with me, I hope that you guys will jump in with Patreon. And I can't show you the houses, and we can't do full live streams, but I can show you some of the scare zones, and we may just go live here and there. So make sure if you have a Patreon account with us, one of the 5 paid tiers, or just a regular free account, make sure you have notifications turned on, because we may be doing that Friday. Dude, do we need to come back and get this on the way out? Spiced pumpkin cupcake with cream cheese filling, spiced buttercream, and a ghost profiterole. There we go. See, I used to put all this stuff on Instagram, and now I just share it with everybody who's on YouTube with me. And they do play Mickey cartoons while you're eating in here. Isn't that sad? Somebody threw away perfectly good rapid refill cups. All right, we're gonna take you guys around the pool and over to the Savannah Outlook. We're on to my left over here is our changing rooms. Since there's nobody in here, I can show you guys the wading pool. It's a small pool for the little guys, or you know, maybe a nana or pop if you just don't want to sit in the big pool. Arcade's open from 8 till 11, but only if you come in the left side. How are you, Benjamin? Good morning. Glad you found us. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Well, Nick, if it makes you feel better, none of the pumpkin drinks actually have pumpkin in them. They're pumpkin spiced. That's the beauty of it all. We're not even actually eating pumpkin. We're just cinnamon, nutmeg. Hello, Leo. Welcome to the arcade. Hey, if you're joining us this morning for the first time, we'd love for you guys to take a couple of seconds, hit the thumbs up button like the 257 others have already done this morning. Oh look, you can catch animals on the safari. Now this doesn't seem right. I mean, at least you're using ropes. Hey, did you see the white lion? I mean, not that there's ever been a white lion in Disney lore. That doesn't make any sense. A white lion named Kimba? Whatever. And of course, all of our arcades work off of credits. You activate a card, put so many credits on there. So with your kids, you can give them a card with so many credits on it. You don't have to worry about them spending $100 if you give them your credit card. You know, back in the day, you could just give your kids some quarters and then you knew they wouldn't overspend because you couldn't carry that many quarters anyway. Simba's is right behind us. We will not go in the Simba's clubhouse, but it is our kids' play clubhouse here. And guys, you know my philosophy around here. We don't put our cameras inside the pools. People are having a great time. Pools are meant to be private, not with some guy walking around with a camera. So we'll walk around the edge to show you how big it is, but not go inside. There is a slide here. We'll see that as we walk around the far corner. both here at Jumbo House and Kidani Village, there is a pool bar right here. Funnily enough, the pool bar is right beside the pool. Like, whoever named that, kudos. Good job. Up here to my right is our hot tubs.
And then flamingos.
And the Mingos. The Mingos are not in the hot tub. They're on the other side. But the good thing is, well, nobody's in the hot tub, so I can show you what it looks like. Hot tub is open from 7 to 11. And you get serenaded by the Mingos the entire time. Feel free to join in and sing with them too. They love it. How you doing, Crazy Five Adventures? Good morning. Marlins fan, how are you? How are you doing today? This is our other Savannah overlook. Let's see if we have any more animals to see on this side. Jumbo, good morning. It's a quiet day on the Savannah. The other one, the back one, is very, very quiet. Well, we do have, wow, look at these guys.
You know what they are called?
I do not know their names.
So these are the adults. They are from the Sahara Desert. So in summer they are white because it's hot, so they reflect off their coat tops.
So they don't absorb the heat, right?
And it also makes them less easy to spot in the desert because of the brown jeans and the light.
They blend in with the sand.
But in winter, if you look at the top of their heads, they are brown, like a furry coat. So as much as the desert gets hot.
So I'm over here thinking, I don't remember seeing these guys before. It was probably because I've seen them when they're brown.
Maybe,
maybe.
Yeah, because this is what they would look like in the winters.
Now, I've noticed that their horns are very wavy, twisty. Is that used mainly for defense?
Yeah, most of them would be used for defense. And then also, I don't think, let me just confirm that. Yeah, it doesn't say that they are used for thermal regulation like the other species.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's some amazing.
Since it's used for
Antlers
defense,
there.
both the male and female will have those.
So it's not like some species where you can tell if they're male or female simply
Yeah.
because of antlers or lack of horns, but they all have them. And they found a good shady spot over here.
But you know that they're endangered because of their horns?
They are endangered because of their horns. Is it for fake medicinal purposes, or are there people for decoration?
For various, like both that you mentioned are correct, so each one chooses what they would want to use. Yeah.
It's like the people can't enjoy it just by looking at it, and you don't have to take it home and put it on the shelf. It's sad. Look at these guys. Sweet. Thank you so very much. Now, Abigail, where's home?
Namibia, from Namibia.
Now, is it okay if I show everybody your name tag? I'll zoom in so I don't even have to. I'll just come right in. The reason is, let's see if I can get your name tag right there. There we go. Oh, I got way too close. That way, there we go. Namibia. That way they can put a cast member compliment in for you for the awesome information today.
So where are you visiting us from?
We're actually here. We're locals. We moved here in 2018. And even before we moved here from Atlanta, this was our home resort and Disney Vacation Club. So my wife told me when I first started looking at becoming a DVC member back in 2015, 2016, she says, okay, but it has to be Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm like, really? Okay. Of all the places, she's like, you know, that's just how it has to be. But we've always enjoyed coming over to the lodge. But now we've been live streaming on YouTube for 10 years. And so every summer we come over to different resorts and we just share the resorts. And it's one of our favorites to share with everybody. So
Have you been to Africa?
we have not. It's on my list. I was actually thinking this past weekend. This past summer we went to Alaska. Alaska's coming off the list. Next year we're going to the Mexico Riviera, And then in the fall, we're taking everybody to Barcelona. We're going to be sailing out and we're going to be going to France and Italy. So I'm like, we're getting all that marked off. I'm like, so when do we get to go to Africa?
Which specific place in Africa would you like to
You know, I'm going to have to start really searching and checking, because the problem is we tend to put Africa in one big lump, and that's really unfair. That's like saying, I want to go to North America.
Yeah.
Really? No, you don't go to North America. You pick a really good spot. So now, if we wanted to visit your home, and what would be the thing that you would recommend the most? What would we want to see? What would we want to do?
Going into the pictures now. You know, Namibia is a very diverse country. We have the desert there, we have the ocean, we have the national park where you can see the animals. So it really depends on what you are looking into to see, because there's a lot of sightseeing, there are a lot of historical events. I know we were colonized by the Germans, so most of the German infrastructure still stands up to today, and then people use it like for tourist attraction sites and stuff. And then the wildlife, I mean, most of Africa is known for its wildlife. The wildlife is pretty.
I feel like I'd want to do like a land tour where you'd start off in the cities and then go over to the national parks and see the animals and stuff like that as well. So
This is, back home I work for a destination management company. I majored in tourism. So usually for our tourists, we would start in the capital city. And then they move off to the northern part where they can see, like, because if you move in the northern direction, for picture quality, this would be nice because the sun starts rising. Yeah. So then we usually move up
I'm
to
laughing because I do that when I'm in the Magic Kingdom. I'm like, I know where I want to stay in because I know where the sun's going to be, and it makes a difference. It really does.
It does, yeah. So then you get to see like the landscape going from the central part to the northern part. So it differs because in the northern areas it's more green, whereas into the south it's more desert-like. So when you get to see, as you go up north, you get to see different types of animals. You get to see the different national parks we have. And if you move towards the east, you move along the coastline. So then you move along.
You get along the ocean and all that little
then
area
back
as well.
to the desert. You know that we have a part where the desert and the ocean meet?
The desert and the ocean are, and what is that area like?
That's, let me see if I can show you a picture. That would be called we usually call it the Sandwich Harbor Excursion.
So to be close to the water, but yet still be a desert.
Yes. Like you literally drive over the dunes, like over the dunes to get to the point where the desert and the
Oh, wow.
ocean is. Yeah. So that's also nice. And we also have a large cave cross, like where the seals are. And then this is what it would look like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then this just national park. This is our salt pans. We have quite a number of salt pans there. We have a fish river canyon. This is our flamingo, like our lagoon.
Much bigger than the one that we have here.
Oh yes, and then the German buildings that I was speaking about. This would be in Madrid and Ambersweet.
So if we were to go into the capital and go on a culinary tour, are we going to find a lot of German food?
Yes, we do have a variety, even Italian food. Like they cater for all.
I think it's a lot easier now where you've got a lot more inclusion of everything.
Yeah.
But it's amazing sometimes when you go into areas and you stumble upon a place like, it's so weird, but I go into this one area. It's sort of like finding a Chinatown, but of another culinary, cultural area. I remember we have a place near Atlanta. It's about an hour north of Atlanta called Helen, and it's a little German town. Everything in there is German. I mean, the architecture, the food, everything. Big Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And
Oktoberfest is also a big thing back home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they always do that. And then this one is my favorite. This is the dead flay. This is the dried out salt pans. These are trees that have dried out over 900 years. They haven't decomposed. That's why they're still standing.
And I hope they're prected. I'm
The
hoping.
dunes, yes, this is a protected site.
That is amazing.
So there's quite a lot of variety to see. It just depends on what you want to do, how you want to do it. And then we also have one of the largest shipwrecks. like where all the ship remainings are still in
Off to
place.
the off the shore.
Yeah, off the shore, and then I haven't seen the one where there is. This is our sea colony. There's one that shows like where the part of the ship is still in the ocean.
Wow.
So I just,
Well,
you can
we
choose.
definitely have it on our list. We have been working the past few years to sort of go at the areas of the world we've just never traveled to before. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
And the nice part is in Southern Africa, you could select 3 countries and travel it like in 2 weeks time.
Mhm.
Because then you move on the road. And that's the best part because I like recommending that because the wildlife in Namibia is different from
Now, what's the best way to
wildlife in
travel? Is it by
Botswana.
car?
Yeah, if
do
you're
they
in
have-
Namibia, you can travel by car. It's not as big as the US. It's
Right.
like a 2-hour drive, 3-hour. The distance
Goes
is
from one.
fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go 2 hours here and still not get to the anywhere.
Exactly.
I know. It's so, and we're still in the same state.
Yeah, so
So-
I was having a conversation with guests and they're like, but it's too expensive. I'd say the only expensive thing would be your flight.
Well, that's just it. The one where the cruise we're doing next year, where we're going to Spain, France, and Italy. It is cheaper to go on that cruise than it was for us to go to Alaska. Much cheaper. Almost half as much. Not quite, but almost half as much. The flight to Spain is more, but the actual cruise itself, to be able to go to those places and the tours and all that, it's not that expensive. So I'm looking forward to it. So, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, guys, Abigail is out here. If you guys want to give her a cast member compliment. And can I show one more thing? Can I show them your string of memories?
Oh, yes.
I got it real zoomed in here for the animals, but we've been talking about the string of memories, and so there are 8 different.
There's 7. This one would be the
And then the last one
graduation.
is the graduation when you've gotten all 7.
Yeah.
And so my daughter, when we were here 10 years ago, she didn't care about the parks.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go to Animal Kingdom. She didn't want to go to Magic Kingdom. She wanted to stay here and get all of her string of memories. So it's a fun activity, it really is. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk with you guys when you come out here because you learn so much. And I think it's sad that sometimes people don't know that the overlooks are here and can come out and enjoy it. So we're gonna go see if we can find ourselves a reticulated giraffe because they have been elusive so far today. Are they out today?
These ones that we have here are related, but a clear view, I would say you can head over to Kidani Village. Those ones really come up close because I know over at Odisha we have 2 this side. But over at Kidani we have 4 particular.
Reticulated. Well, we're going to be heading over to Kidani next. So thank you very much, Abigail. Have a great day. Abigail from Namibia. And I wanted to do that because I wanted you guys to know when you come out and you have representatives, they are from countries in Africa. I didn't want to get too personal with her because it's being recorded. But, you know, ask them about what they do when they were at home. What, you know, did they go and visit the animals? You know, did they go to the national parks? And learn. That's what they're here for. All right, you guys want to see some lesser flamingos? They're called lesser because of their size, not because of their values. Hi, buddies. Good to see ya. You know, can you imagine flying and doing a tour over in Africa? Who wants to go to Africa with us? Well, you don't have to go with us. You don't have to wait for us to do it, but we can help you go without us. But how cool would it be if we were to take an African tour one of these days and we get over there and we eat at a German restaurant? Wiener Schnitzel. Yes. Today's a good day, Owen. It's not nearly as odoriferous. Sometimes it can be quite odoriferous here. I'm trying to be nice in the way I say it. Yeah? Yeah? Uh-huh. What? Yeah? Okay. They all have personalities like crazy. Antonio, good morning. Where have you been, Antonio? Dude, I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. Good morning, good morning. Is it still morning? All right, dude, I feel like I'm having too much fun just wandering around and enjoying the resort. Somehow it has gotten to be 11:30. We haven't even left Jumbo House yet. We gotta make our way over to Kidani. Jumbo and good morning. If you guys have just joined us here, we are live at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge today. We are at Jumbo House. There are 2 spaces here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Jumbo House is our main resort. It is where the main buildings and rooms are located at, with some Disney Vacation Club villas and suites. But Kidani Village is our full Disney Vacation Club area. We're going to be heading over there next. Instead of taking the shuttle, we're going to walk. Well, I've done this every year when we do this resort tour, is to show you just how close they are to each other. Owen, go get your flamingo bead. Flamingo behavior. All you have to do to get a bead is walk around like a flamingo and go. You can do it. Oh, it's like, no, thank you. Genie Can't Wait Disney, we're staying at DVC at Kidani in January for the first time. Sweet. Just tell us when the reservation for Sinai is. As soon as we find a ladder, we're going to be right on up. That's right, Miss Meow. Everybody do their best flamingo impression. All right, so here's a view of the pool with a privacy bush here. There is a slide right here. Fairly large pool with a 0 entry, which is very important, especially with families that have members that are not fully prepared to swim on their own just yet. And remember, life jackets are provided of all sizes, not just kids. Quicksilver, I read that the entire lobby at Kidani is closed off. Uh-oh. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? We're gonna find out the hard way, Quicksilver. No, the privacy bushes up here are different. That's, I use those for privacy bushes. They're not the same as on a Run Disney course, I promise you. All right, Owen, do you think we have access to go through for a second swipe? Since we've already paid for breakfast, can we just go back through and just get another whoop? Grab another thing of avocado and watermelon. All right, who wants to walk over with us to Kidani? We'll show you how close it is. Quicksilver says that it might actually be closed off for the lobby at the moment. We'll find out in a second. Whew. So the last time we stayed at Kidani, they were redoing some of the hallways and rooms. This was in January, and I know they've been working through and updating everything, so. It's okay, we'll do our workarounds. This is our main drop-off point here for Jumbo. Now, if you have a non-Savannah view, well, just means that your building area is facing outward from the Savannah. You may see parking lot. You may see a pool view. You may see trees. Biggest thing I had to learn here, Owen. Owen knows it now too. If you're walking from Jumbo House to Kidani, instinctively you're like, Kidani's that way, so we're gonna go this path. No, that is a dead end. Take a left here. You get lost on this thing so many times. You're like, where am I going? The best way to learn is to fail. Hello, Mark. Mark, it is warm. I love a good resort day because it's a little bit cooler of a day overall. But it's nice and breezy here, at least at the resort, so it's rather nice. And that's very true, Disney, Lisa. That's the thing we want to make sure that everyone understands. If you're like, well, there's no point in staying here if you don't get a Savannah view. And I feel as though while it's cool to be able to walk up to your balcony and look out and see a giraffe, I don't think it doesn't necessarily means that without that view negates the stay. Because there's so many overlooks, so many areas and access to the animals. And if you're like us, you may not necessarily have those kind of views throughout the middle of the day because you're going to be running around, going to the parks and doing other things. Good morning. Or if you like us, when we go to Run Disney, we get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're not going to see many giraffes anyway. Radke, hello, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining in. Today, guys, we're going to be doing finishing up our resort tour tomorrow. Tomorrow is our 39K celebration with the crew. I don't know where we're going because I'm not the one in charge of where we're going tomorrow. The crew is going to have a say. Our mods are going to drive, and you're going to have a chance to put your word into it. If you have not already done so, go over to the post over on Patreon. It is available to be seen by everybody who goes in. So you do not have to be a paid patron to see the post for tomorrow. We do ask that if you come into the chat, use it for discussion of what you'd like to see and suggestions and ideas so that can be used for its purpose. But you can even just come in and read and hang out with others over in that chat. So go check it out. Patreon.com/ear-to-ear magic. There is a post. It says 39K. We want you to have access to that before and during tomorrow's stream, because even while the stream is going live, you guys can chat and talk back and forth. We're going to be asking the mods to keep their ears and eyes open in that post and chat as well throughout the stream for feedback from you guys. And I am not going to be in that Patreon post tomorrow. So have fun, be a part, and thank you guys for helping us grow as a community. And congratulations on hitting 39,000 last week. Who in the chat has already been over into that post and has already made some suggestions? Jump in. And I hope you guys would utilize it to its full potential. We're already, by the way, we're already into the parking garage at Kidani. Kidani has one of the most unique parking scenarios here on property. And you park underneath the buildings. Not the only parking, but it's really nice when you're having rainstorms and you can get in and out of your car without getting wet. Over here, tennis courts, sports fields, even grills, barbecue grills, and a great big green field for you to walk your Great Dane in. She thought that was really cool. Jared came in and made a suggestion last night. Taz, jump on in there. Lori Loves the Magic says, I'm looking for it. I believe it's called the 39K Magic Crew, I think. If one of the mods has the link that I provided, if you want to put it in the chat, feel free to do so people can click on it and go straight there. It's the link that I provided last night in the mod chat. You guys can just put it directly into the chat if you like. All right, so this is the far end of our building. We're coming up to our bus area. There's one bus station here and there's one bus station at Jumbo House. Yeah, we want you guys to use that post. Go in there and help us come up with some ideas. Work together. This is not meant to fight or to divide, but meant to involve you guys in the part of the process. So we can't do everything. There are limitations of what we can do. Time, price, geography, energy levels. But Jared, do they have separate bus stops for the parks for AK Lodge and AK Kidani? They do not. When you get on a bus at one of the 4 parks, it will say Animal Kingdom Lodge. It will stop at one, and then it will go to the other. So it is a 2-stop scenario when you're coming to and from the parks. And I do believe they actually have a shuttle that goes to and from as well. Kidani and Jumbo. I can't say for certain because I've always walked. So we just passed by the transportation center. Up here, straight ahead of us, is our gym, Samawati Springs, which is your pool, and the pool bar. So, Owen, I say since we're out here, why don't we start there first? Please be aware of the fact that if you're here at Kidani and you need to go to the gym, you will have to go outside to access it. So James E says they do have a shuttle. I do remember them having one. I've just not done one personally. Disney Lisa's taking the shuttle. Sweet, thanks guys. That's great confirmation because I know sometimes they have things and sometimes things get settled and pushed away or changed over time. There is valet service provided at both Jumbo House and Kidani Village. There is a cost for valet service. Hey, Lori Loves the Magic. They, I think both Coach Calvin and Dopey Runner put the link in just a little bit ahead of your chat. So go back up a little bit. And you guys know each other. You guys have conversations and text and emails with other people in the crew. Feel free, if they don't have it, if they might be interested in joining the conversation, feel free to share it out, email that link to somebody and go, hey, come on in. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm not a part of that. So this is our changing areas, our gym, pool, kids splash pad, pool bar, and thank you, Apple Watch. And this is our Savannah overlook. So if you've come to the pool, you can leave your stuff here in a locker or change. And the changing room is off to the left. All right, we have a few people working out in the gym, so we're not gonna make a big deal about showing too much of it. It's a bird's nest in the chandelier. But you guys get the idea of where the gym is. If there are families and kids playing in the kids splash area, we're not going to be going through there. We will show it off to you guys at the perimeter. Starts off with a really cool pool at the top. comes down into a cascading waterfall. This play area is much more expansive. It's not just a wade pool. It looks pretty isolated today, Owen. I think we might be able to just walk through the edges. Yeah, I don't. We'll make sure to be as private as we can for families. There is a slide here. It looks like it's being worked on at the moment. Beware of the fact that there are water guns all in this area. You could get wet. That's the whole point. But I love the little waterfall area here. We've got characters like from the Jungle Book over here. There is some rope course over on the farther end. There is a water tower that is evidently very, very leaky. So great space, awesome space. One of the better kids play areas at a pool. We'll let the families playing in here today on the other end enjoy themselves. We'll head back out, walk around to the other end of where the swimming pool is, the pool bar, and then let's see if we can go find Casanova. Sea Starns, we have our activities guide here for Kidani Village. There are your other 3 string of memories activities. So there's all 7 locations. You get all 7 beads. You get your completion bead. Here is your QR code for your activities. All right, Owen, walk up to the pool bar. We need 2 virgin strawberry daiquiris. Stat. I mean, you can get yourself a pina colada if you want instead. That's fine. It's the other end of the kids' splash pad area. And the entire Zawadi pool area. It's not quite as large and expansive as the one at Jumbo House. And it also does have its own slide. Dopey Runner, jump in the gym and ask if any of them are training for a Run Disney event. I'm gonna say no because they're not doing cardio. So grab some food while you're at the pool.
It says some interesting stuff here, like, and the Caesar salad, seasoned meats. So.
Caesar salad with tandoori chicken or tremola shrimp. You know, this is the very first place I ever met Coach Calvin at a Disney location. Yeah, that's
You gotta find Chris, who's gonna be eating somewhere, so, right? Hashtag always have been eating. We were having a pool day. Oh, the animals are really like taking it easy today, aren't they? Maybe we'll see some at the back end. So our African hornbill celebrity Casanova is normally found in this area. He will at times come over, hop from the back and sit here and flirt with the guests. He'll bring them things sometimes to show off them things he has. It's a really quiet day on the savannah. The animals do free roam, so they do have the opportunity to go where and how they choose. You see some of their nighttime exhibits back here. And then of course, these are some of the rooms that have savanna views. Keep in mind, this is still considered a savanna view. So anywhere you can see that has an animal habitat. So let's make our way over and we'll go inside. I'm hoping we can still access the back. Savannah view. Bless you. One thing to keep in mind when you're staying here at Kidani, please be aware of what section you're staying in as determined by the Lion King character associated with it. It took us way too long to figure out how to do that. Can we go up? Can we go up on Rafiki?
Yeah, if you're sitting in that section of the building, I recommend recognizing that parking lot. So since every parking lot has its own individual elevator, it'll be easier to get to your room rather than go up to the lobby and walk around the building.
Also, the color of your design will also help you remember if you're in the right one. So if you walk in and it's yellow and it's not green, you're like, yeah, I'm in the wrong elevator. So.
Second floor.
You can see, even if you have a room that's on the other side of the building, even walking in the hallways, they have spaces to access and to see the savannah. Remember those hallways I talked about? I will say I've had some of the best sleep at any Disney World Resort hotel staying here at Kidani. I was out like a light, didn't know where I was. When I woke up, no clue as to what day of the week it was, what month it was, where I was. The only thing that I knew when I woke up was, man, my legs really hurt. So it helps if you do like 48.9 miles around. We're getting closer to the center of the safari here, savannah. Let's see one here. As Chris learned in January, the hallways don't connect over the lobby. Yes, it was very confusing. I went on the wrong floor. I could not find the room, so I thought, well, I'll just walk down. I was on the wrong end of the hallway. Well, you have to go down and go back up on the other side. It's very confusing. They're not as interconnected as you would see at some other places, so be aware of that. Our lobby is undergoing refurbishment. There's our first giraffe, antelope. We'll keep going. True story, I had to wake Chris up the morning of the marathon. What? I remember that. Very talkative. It's one of our reticulated giraffes over here. I see a zebra. You get views of the animals here that you don't get to see over on Kilimanjaro Safari at the park, because you can stay here as long as you want to. So you're not limited to when the vehicle needs to move. How you doing this afternoon, Donna? I know you've been in for a bit. Just want to let you know. Also, Donna was nice enough to share an address with me. It is now available on Patreon as well. So if you would love to send a little magic mail to someone who is recuperating in the hospital, has been watching our streams with us here for the past several weeks from the hospital room, that address is now available on a post and Patreon as well. See, most of the animals are in the shade this afternoon. Are you guys having fun with palindromes? Who got the palindrome started today? Palindromes. And you know, Kim, that's why some people choose to stay here. Bob brought up palindromes. Well, that's okay. We love Bob. Shall we head on downstairs? Sanaa. All right, Owen, did you make us a reservation for lunch at Sanaa? Dude, we had breakfast hours ago. Come on. Jumbo. I have to show everybody the hidden meat. I always have to show everybody the hidden. Oh, and there's a hidden Timon as well. Well, look, there's a... When you come to Sanaa, sit-down restaurant, reservations are highly recommended. Walk-ups are sometimes available. Check your My Disney Experience app. For breakfast, you can even do walk-up, I believe, in the bar area. So, and the bread service is very well known here. If you're brave, try all the dips. What are you doing? Are you just chilling? Owen's gonna take a nap. One of our string of memories is happening right here. If I can find him, we can have our, where is he? He hides sometimes. Where's our radiated tortoise? This whole area is his area, so you have to kind of look for him. Oh, there he is. Sneaky little guy. There's our radiated tortoise. It looks like he's just got it parked in a little space there between the building and the sprinkler.
Now our tortoise also has his own shell cleaner. It's a drive-through. Oh, if only, right, JB Hoppin'? Yeah, anytime he wants to quit his shit. Five breads, 9 accompaniments, $23. All right, let's go out into the savannah. Jumbo, everybody, and welcome to Animal Kingdom Lodge here at Disney. How you doing today, Whitney? Coming for the aminals? One of my biggest tips for Sanaa, other than trying the bread service, show up early for your reservation. Tell them that you're willing to wait for a table by the window. Give them plenty of opportunities, and if they can make it work, then you can possibly watch some of the animals on the safari as you enjoy your butter chicken. Jumbo, how are you? Doing well. It's a good day. It's cooler. Despite it, it's cooler today. I think it's because it rained for 4 days on Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
4 days on Sunday.
Yeah, it did. It rained for 4 days on Sunday.
There's a breeze, so it's
It is a nice breeze today. Nice breeze.
yes.
We're bringing our friends over on the savannah. We were over at Jumbo House, and
Very nice.
we're glad we didn't see any giraffes over at Jumbo House. So it's nice to see at least one today. Oh, we've seen one. Where's the other three? Oh, they're all over there?
Yes.
Well, they're so good hiders. It's hard to find them.
Yes, they can.
I mean, you can't ever see them. They're always like hide behind trees and rocks and. Oh, look! I love these guys over here. We spent a lot of time the last time we were here watching these birds, the crested cranes, correct? And if you love to watch them over in the queue for, dude, where are you going? Where? Okay, just must be nice to be a crane. All the other animals are like, we can't go through there. But these are the cranes that we see in the queue for Kilimanjaro Safari, and we don't get a chance to show them to you too well because, you know, the queue keeps moving. But beautiful birds to watch. He's gonna go up and stare at the camera, I guess, you know. Camera hogs. Oh, that breeze feels good. Have they told you guys how long they expect the lobby to be under construction?
Not really. It's a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't sure. I know people are coming for the holidays. It's good to let them know. Okay, it should be done before like November or something like that.
Yeah, around that time, but we're not entirely sure.
It's going to make it really hard to see the Christmas tree. If it's,
Yeah.
that's all in that space. So a zebra over here. 2 zebras. Remember, they're awesome animals, but don't be a zebra. Don't be a zebra. Don't be a zebra. Don't be a zebra. These prison ponies can be seen both here and on the safari. This guy's worn out. He must have had breakfast over at Boma today too.
Crazy Bruce! Oh, when did you find all that? They said there's four giraffes out. All I saw was one from a distance. Oh wow, look, they were all in a row. That's why we couldn't see them. Sneaky little hide and seekers. Dude, yeah, they're all right there. There are four of them. They're all in the shade, just taking it easy. So what makes Animal Kingdom Lodge different from any other Walt Disney World resort? It's pretty much this in a nutshell. The viewing. You can come here any time of the day. Highly recommend coming out here in the dusk when it's a lot cooler. The animals are a little bit more active. You know, and I keep bringing this up because I know this is one of the biggest things is, you know, if we stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we have to have a Savannah view. We can't afford a Savannah view. Well, if you have a Savannah view that's at that end of the Savannah, at the time of the day that you're most likely on your balcony, you still may have to come down to viewing areas to get a good view of the animals, depending on where they are and how they're roaming. They get to choose where they go. What's a long neck? TL pieces, I spent a lot of time out here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for spending the morning with us. If you came in a little bit later in the stream, we would love for you guys to go back and in the replay, go back to the beginning of the stream. If you've never been there before, never had a chance to see it. Oh, the grass just got cut. I can smell it. We got to show you guys Boma's breakfast, where we started off our stream this morning. Highly recommend trying either a breakfast buffet or coming back for dinner. Really enjoyed the buffet. And as always, if you have seen something today that has sparked the idea that you need to book your next Walt Disney World vacation, reach out to us. eartoearmagic.com is our website. Susan and I would love to hear from you. Put an inquiry in. No hard pressure sales. No additional cost to have an agent help you. We're gonna talk with you, help you figure out where you need to go. If you have questions, you let us know, and we can help you book and plan your trip. Be there at your beck and call when you need help. And if something goes awry, we're there to help you fix it, so when you arrive, everything's in order. Thank you guys for allowing us to be a part of your travels. And as a small business, it means the world to us when you refer us to your friends and other people that you know. Thank you for spending some time with us today. We're going to be tomorrow, 39,000, celebrating 39,000 Magic Crew members with a special 39K Magic Crew led stream. I don't know where we're going. I have no plans other than to show up on property. And then you guys are going to guide us. How do you do it? Go on over to patreon.com. This is how we're going to do it tomorrow. If you're not signed up, at least as a free account on Patreon, you're not going to get to see the chance to go on over. Make sure you have at least a free account. Join that post and put your suggestions in. And even during tomorrow's stream, you can go in and have a chat that's completely outside of my view. I can access it, but I promise you, I will not be looking at tomorrow's post during the stream. So that is a free space for you guys to have fun, make jokes, laugh, and have fun with tomorrow's celebration. I don't know about you guys, but I get tired of places and businesses and other channels using the word celebration as a means of just, hey, this is a chance for you to spend more money. This is a celebration, a chance for you guys to be involved, to be a part, and we want you guys to celebrate with us tomorrow. Find tomorrow's stream if you haven't done so already. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure to put a notification on it and be ready to join the chat tomorrow as we celebrate 39,000 Magic Crew. On Thursday, first day of Food and Wine Festival here in Epcot. Owen's going to be joining me. We're going to have food. We're going to see some merch. It's going to be a great first day, but it's only going to be the first of many. So come and join us on Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know. Owen's going to join me again on Friday? Are you really going to? You said you were going to come with me to Animal Kingdom. I don't realize this is a lot. You changed your mind? He changed his mind. No Animal Kingdom on Friday. Owen's going to stay home. Count his toes. Make sure they're all still there. You got to be careful about that kind of stuff. Every once in a while I want to go missing, and if you don't look for it, it gets just away from you. So Friday, we're going to be at Animal Kingdom and finish out the week. And then Friday night, no live stream on YouTube, but I'm going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights. So if you guys want to see some of the fun, I may be going live here and there over on Patreon, so make sure you have your notifications turned on. It's going to be a late night. I'll try not to go too late on lives, but love to have you guys join us Friday night over on Patreon Lives for some fun from HHN at Universal Orlando Resort. Well, it's time for us to head on out. Folks, we have to walk all the way back to the Jumbo House. And we're going to get some work done today. So thank you guys for giving us some reasons to work, and thank you for being a part of what we've done here today as a community. We hope that you continue to look for ways to bring magic to others, to look for a positive way to make their days a little better. How do we do that? We share a laugh, we share a smile, we share a compliment. And every once in a while, we may share a zebra doll. But whatever you do, be the sunshine in somebody else's day. From all of us here at Ear to Ear Magic, have a wonderful, blessed afternoon, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I don't know where, actually. Wherever you guys send me. Until then, you guys have a great, wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.